Hey, my name's Gary. I got the Survival Now Bravo bag, the bug out bag for 72 hours. This is all the stuff that comes in it. I'm gonna take it, pack it up in the bag, head into the woods, and you're looking at what I'm gonna live off of for the next 72 hours. Shelter, food, water. I'm gonna give it a try. I've parked off the road here. Got a road that leads off into the woods. I know there's a river back there. Just gonna try camping for 72 hours, see if this thing works. Let's do it. You know, it's an easy walk because the road's set up nice, but man, these bugs are nasty today. Too many mosquitoes. That's what I get for being in northern Minnesota, I guess. All right, so I got a little bit of a trail here heading down to the river. I'm gonna follow down there, see if I can maybe find a little clearing so I can set up my stuff, and you know, it's close to water. I'll get lots of water to drink, so just got to do a little purifying. Let's go check it out. I went down there. It's a little muddy. I think I'm gonna keep going down the road and see if I can find a better spot. Well, it looks like we got a clearing here. Might give it a shot. It's right next to the river, so that's good, you know. I got easy access for my water. I got a little space to set up the tarp where I'm gonna sleep. Yeah, I think this will work. Let's take a look at the food that comes along with the Bravo pack. So we got our emergency food rations. And we got our emergency drinking water. I think I'm gonna start with this because, well, I'm thirsty from hiking. It's got a little tear spot here. If I can get it to go without spilling. Take that out with me, you know, pack it in, pack it out. Yep, lukewarm water, excellent. We'll set that there, and we'll have some lunch. Looks like they're squared off. We'll see if I can break that piece out. There it is, lunch. Woohoo! I might use the knife here, cut off a piece, see how it tastes. Kind of tastes like sugar cookie dough. Not bad now. We'll see how it goes in 3 days though. All right, well, I was looking around at my spot where I was gonna set up my shelter, and unfortunately it's all this low scrub and no real good tree to build off of. So I gathered up some of these dead branches and stuff, and we're gonna see if I can rig up some kind of shelter to live under tonight. So let's see what we can do with this. Trying to make a couple of stakes to try to work on the shelter there. A couple stakes, pound them into the ground, help hold everything down, you know, just in case it actually rains tonight. It'll keep down for me. All right, well, I got it up, just kind of rigged it together. In fact, that stick worked out well. Those are sticks we were videoing before. And I went and carved out a couple of stakes. Now I got everything just kind of set up here. So I got the 5x7 tarp that comes with it. And then I got using the poncho for the liner on the bottom to help keep me dry if, you know, rain's coming. And then I got the Saw thermal bivy right here that I can crawl into. I'm gonna use my Schmog here for a pillow for the night. So I think we're good to go. I mean, I don't know if we get a typhoon or something, I'll probably be flooded out, but I think for most nights I'm good to go. All right, it's finally starting to cool off a little bit, so I'm gonna have some dinner, you know, like lunch. I got my emergency drinking water and my emergency food rations, so gonna have myself something to eat. And then maybe I'll start cutting up some of this wood that I gathered up to make a fire, and hopefully can kick back and enjoy myself tonight. So I want to make sure I don't trip over my guy wire here in the dark. I got my fire going, but I want to make sure I don't trip over it and knock my tent over in the dark here. So I'm going to light up one of these light sticks, and I'm going to put it there. Make sure I can see where all this is going, and then, you know, it'll be glowing tonight while I'm sleeping, and then if raccoons or whatever come around, I can see them to yell at them. So I'm just going to kind of hang this right here over where I got my stake, just so I know to walk around it. All right. See how the night goes. All right, we'll see you in the morning. All right, see you in the morning. Well, first night in, I gotta say, I was a big fan of using the Schmog to cover the door. Pretty much kept the mosquitoes out. You know, made me actually feel like I was enclosed somewhere. Got a little cold last night. Wasn't real fun, but hey, it's morning now and I made it through it, and we'll see how tonight goes. All right, I thought I'd give you a quick peek as to what it looks like from the inside of my shelter. So there's how I got it set up. You see where the tarp starts. I'm laying on top of the bivvy at the moment. I would crawl inside it at night. I got my poncho here. That's what we're looking at to sleep, so hopefully it'll work pretty good. I mean, last night was a little cold. Hopefully tonight's a little better with as hot as it is, so we'll see how it turns out. All right, well, I finished off my water that I had overnight, so I got to go down and to the river there and get some more. So I have my MicroPure tablets. I'm going to try to strain it a little bit through the Schmog just in case there's some big chunks floating in there. So let's see how this works out. Now we got the water bottle full. Now the thing about these tablets is they actually are in a child-proof packaging. So they're made not to be able to rip. So I'm going to use the multi-tool that comes with it. Use a little pair of scissors to open it up. Alright, seems to be fizzing away. Now I just gotta let it sit off to the side for a while and I should have fresh water to drink. So I think I'm gonna go do a little exploring today. I got all this woods to check out. Been eating the emergency rations. I feel pretty good. I figure I'll go push it a little bit and just see, you know, if I wear out quick, because, you know, I don't feel any more fatigued or tired than I normally do. So I figure we'll just push it a little bit and see how, you know, my body reacts to only eating that emergency rations. let's go for a walk. Nice day. Well, that's the second night. Gotta say it was much warmer last night, so that was good. Gotta say, I'm a little tired of sleeping on the ground though. Alright, one really cool thing that comes with the Bravo bag is a Schmog. And I know it just looks like a big scarf that your wife would wear, but this thing has proved invaluable on this trip. I mean, this thing really is versatile. Not only can you use it as like headdress and protection, but I mean, you saw, as I've shown earlier, I use it as the door to my shelter. Helps keep all the mosquitoes out, helps, you know, me feel enclosed. It just helped out a lot that way. Also, I've used it, as you saw in the water purifying video, I just draped this over the front of it. Keeps any big chunks as I'm putting the water into my water bottle before I put my MicroPure tablet in there. And that's just, you know, tip of the iceberg. I'm sure there's hundreds more ways I could use this thing. The Schmog's a great deal. Well, it's a hot one today. You know, I'm just trying to hide out here away from the sun a little bit. So, set up my Schmog. I actually threw a little of the duct tape that's in there to hold it to the tarp a little better, and just keeping myself out of the sun. And I think I'm gonna try to take a nap because, well, last night was a little rough one for sleeping, so figure that'll waste some time, catch up on some sleep. We'll see you later. Alright, well, I slept for a little while. Just not tired enough to sleep all day, so it's still hot out, so I'm gonna keep here in my shade. But you know, I got my Survival Now playing cards that came in the kit, so I'm just gonna play me a little solitaire. Alright, here we go. Breakfast of Champions on day 3. I got my emergency ration food. I got my emergency drinking water. You know, it's not bad. It tastes like cookie dough. Could be a lot worse, but I'll tell you, I could really go for a cheeseburger right now. Alright, I'm about 70 hours in. I'm back on the road to head back out. Gotta say, looking forward to that cheeseburger I'm gonna eat, but hey, you know, I lived off that Bravo bag for like 3 days. It works. I mean, it wasn't the most comfortable, but it would have been a lot worse if I didn't have the bag. You know, I had the shelter, I had food, I had water, I had the ability to get more water, I had my sweet Schmog here. The Bravo bag works. So, I'm gonna be heading out now. We'll talk to you guys later.